Hello, everyone. Before I begin with Great Uncle Ernest's fourth letter home, I would like to show you one of the buttons that were amongst his possessions. This is a General Service Corps Regiment tunic button. I will read Ernest's fourth letter. This letter was written to his younger brother Harold. Mr. H.P. Ferrier, Athens, Ontario, somewhere in France, March the 26th, 1917. Dear brother, well, how is the world using you? I am still above ground, but that does not count for much here, unless you are able to move yourself about as you see them above ground have, that are just waiting for a convenient time to put under. It's quite a life this, though, and there are times when you would be surprised how well you can like it. Not all the time by any means, but there are moments, too, of positive enjoyment when you can forget how far you are from home and that sort of thing. I can stand a pretty loud racket when it is our guns that are making it, but of course when the other fellow is having his fling, you feel a shade differently. A lot of places you will be going along and perhaps one gun, or there's 3 or 4, will go off and you don't know where they are. I bet you would jump if you were there, but it don't bother me a bit. Never go faster or slower for those things. I don't suppose there will be much startling to show us fellows when we go back. You can see aeroplanes nearly every day, a good many sometimes, and fights too occasionally. Will you be going to Renfrew or home for Easter this year? I only got the one letter from you so far, but I suppose you have not a great deal of time for letter writing when you attend to the imperative calls. That neighbor girl was up home by the last letter from there, and apparently they were having some confidential chats. Say, isn't Lloyd getting up in the world? He writes some great letters, too. I suppose Alex is busy and happy, too. You would know that the nursing was tried up for a while, but probably only for a time. Well, I think I will close and get time to chop a few lines. I know that with business duties and social functions in that hub of the earth, and ministers' wives and high school teachers and a few absolutely necessary letters, that my calls may be deferred. I compare, monsieur, but you tell on the others, and one way or another I will hear things sometimes. But goodbye and good luck, your loving brother, Ernest. Thank you for listening to Reading History with Great Uncle Ernest, World War I Letters. Next week I will be reading his letter dated March the 29th, 1917.